Hi, this is Amy from alchemillahospital.net, and this is part 9 of the Silent Hill 1 playthrough with Camhacks and so on. This one's a bit late because I had some technical difficulties.
Harry!
And the larger picture is,
Glad you're okay.
that's from playing it on PlayStation 3, so it's a bit blurry. That's just how it looks on PS3.
I'm here now. I was worried too. I'm real happy to see you.
And the smaller picture is
Lisa,
playing on an emulator on PC with the walk-through walls code, which is also available on PlayStation 1 if you use the Game Shark. And that's pretty much what I use to see other areas and to get to places you weren't supposed to be able to get to with Harry. In a lot of places there's just nothing there because there's no sense modeling an area if you're not going to see it. But this is the courtyard from outside, of the courtyard. So there's no back on these walls here.
I remember hearing it runs all the way to the lake.
Really? You think I can get to the lake from there?
I've never been down in there myself, so I'm not positive. Besides, it's all fenced off to keep people out.
If there's a chance, I've got to try.
And I tried forever to get to the, you know, the lake part. I mean, the part where you're supposed to go over the... Is that a lake, or what the hell is it? River? When you go over the bridge with Harry, but you have to kill the moth boss first, and you can't do that with the walk-through walls code, so I kept trying this, and I was trying with the PC, trying to do the fast save, or the quick save, whatever it's called, and he keeps, like, going through the stairs and things, and you can't get up there with him. So I wasn't able to do that with codes, so I couldn't get to the part where he's near the school, going into the sewers. There's not really anything there anyway, but if I recall correctly. But that slowed me down a bit because I kept trying to do that. There's not really much in this area either. If you have the codes on, you can run off of these little walkways, but there's not a whole lot there. See, this is where I have the codes off, or otherwise he wouldn't be running up the thing. And I just had the main video on PS3 because it's just easier. I could have sworn I did this with codes before, with walk-through walls, and you can, you know, get off of this roof so that you're sort of floating in the air. But I wasn't able to do that recently. And I have that purple blood. And I'm trying to crack at this, it always ends up, you know, stabbing me and putting that green mist stuff out on me, so I just kind of health up. use as many bullets as I can, as quickly as I can. I'm sure there's some sort of useful strategy, but I don't have it. Alright, now we're back to snowy Silent Hill. And the reason the codes don't work, it has to do with the, stairs here, because when you have the walk-through walls code on, Harry just sort of goes through the stairs most of the time, and he won't go up or down them. And sometimes he can still get to the other locations, but in this case it seems like you can't. And that's just concept art of the moth. And when you're going the other direction, before the bridge key thing, and that puzzle and everything, you can use the codes and just sort of wander through there and walk right through the bridge, rather than doing the puzzle. The walk-through walls is also sort of a pain in the ass in that bridge control room, because he falls down to the lower floor, and you can't see him. So when you're trying to get through the door, you know, sometimes it can be kind of difficult. And you can use whatever you have there, whether it's, you know, that axe or hatchet or whatever it was called, or emergency hammer. And now we're going to the sewers, which you also see some sewers in Silent Hill 3 and Silent Hill Shattered Memories. And I always sort of hated this part. In the smaller picture, you see him just walking over the water. And that's when you do it on the PC, the PEC cheater thing program. And I usually just select walk through walls and infinite health, because sometimes those flying monsters can still get you. And I'm usually just trying to take videos when I do the walk through walls, so I'm not really playing through. They're walking on the boats. I think it's the next area maybe that has the carousel horses and things. Some of them have bodies up on the walls too. Some of these areas. But other than a few places, it's just kind of walls and sewage, I guess. There's nothing like really interesting in here other than, you know, a couple of bodies and some boats. Carousel horse too. tried going up the original ladder, and it says, you know, that there's no time to turn back. Gotta find Cheryl, or whatever. But yeah, not really one of my favorite areas. There's just some pipes and things in one of the ends that are blocked off. Then on the right, you see the PlayStation 3. So it looks a little weird when it's played on more modern equipment than PlayStation 1 and an SD TV.